Okay, so here I am on another Enshrouded, and this time, um, unlike my other videos, there's no before and after because this is a free build. So I had a look over the map. Um, when I was playing this character, I've already done two previous characters. So I did a ranger survivor, and I also did a necromantic mage build. So with my warrior, I was looking around for different places that I could build at, or renovate, or turn into a base. And there are tons of different places around here, but sometimes it's about choosing a place that isn't going to disrupt game flow, such as quests and things like that. And also, I was trying to find somewhere that could really give me the space to build and grow. Um, because when I first started building this place, back when I started this character, I didn't have an awful lot to throw in there, not a great deal of furniture or anything else. So it's about finding a place to build and grow. So with that, I decided eventually, after searching around for a decent place and not finding one at the time, I decided to build my own. So that's why there is no before video today, because there wasn't a before. Before this, it was clean open space, and it's just south of the Wistful Fields plantation. And I'd found that on a previous place, and I believe it was my mage build. I think I did that place up and renovated it. Um, Again, thoroughly loved it. But yeah, I thought I like the view there. I like the resources available. It's right next to the Shroud, so I can dive in there, get the materials I need. So at the time, it was perfect. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is basically show what I did with the place. So you can see it in view over there. So let's glide down to it, and we'll take the approach up to it, because if I fast travel, then we're right in the middle of the hall. So let's get close, try and avoid any wolves and such that are in the area. Right, so I came right down. I built it right here, right next to the path. So as you can see, as we're coming up here, it's quite a large place, with some extensions to it. As always, I built it with a lot of my followers in mind as well, because having played it twice before, I knew the followers I was going to pick up. I knew what rooms I'd need, and so I built that with it in mind. Now obviously I've upgraded it over time, because at the time I didn't have any of the red marble available, and I didn't have an awful lot of the materials available. So as I've played the game, I've gradually updated this place. New materials, new furniture. So you're probably going to see a mixture of like old materials, new floors, old floors, and such. So I think it's a bit of a combination. What you will see here is a building that went through the progression of character levels. So let's go and have a look. So up here, I do like a good courtyard. I like somewhere solid, somewhere flat to build. So I always put in a good courtyard. I like to have the red brick leading up here. Obviously plenty of garden space at the front. Again, I really wanted enough place to put my crops. Let's face it, if there's one thing you need in this game, it's plenty of buffs and such, so therefore the crops were very much needed. My Volca statues out the front there. And again, I like the nice little quiet private areas here to sit down at the front. And the trees, I've added the trees. I wanted one either side of the sort of gateway leading in. Right, so let's head into the hall. So here we are inside the hall. Now, to my mind, some people would differ. To my mind, this is really quite big. I mean, you walk in here and it's quite large, quite open. You know, some people build bigger than this and would consider this small. Others, you know, like small and cozy, so they might consider this, you know, a little bit too large. But either way, as I said, I wanted to get my character to grow into it, really, as I played the game. I did consider that I was going to see this base through to the end game. I didn't, in actual fact. I moved and built another base. But this was very much my all the way up to Kindle Wastes. So, let's have a look around. As you can see in here, I've got various trophies, paraphernalia littered around here. We'll go to the different wings. Again, you know, a number of small desks. I say that the stairs there. Very, very. I don't know. That wood looks very weathered, very worn. In contrast, the lovely red marble flooring down here. Nice little desk there, right next to the windows, with a little table where people can enjoy a mug of coffee or tea, or whatever your preference is. You know, in the sunlight there. And like I said, it's a good job they put plenty of decorations in this, because at the end of the day, trying to fill something this size and make it interesting without a constant, you know, copy paste of, you know, every other bookshelf you've got in the game. You know, I'll slam books on there, I'll slam this on there, I'll slam, you know. I mean, they've done so much with the decorations in this. They have given you quite a few decorations, but you know, of course, I'm never happy with the amount of decorations. That's my fault, you know. Definitely no fault with the games whatsoever. Keen do very well. So let's head through here. And through here, first of all, we have the armory. Now, I set this up because, again, I was thinking as I play through this and I pick up various sets of armor, or I make them, I'm going to want a place to display them. It's a shame that you can't actually get any tokens or anything for armor. You know, you either delete it or you keep it, and sometimes storage space is scarce. So in the end, I'm glad they brought out all these mannequins and such. That way you have a good place to sort of, you know, display your armor pieces and everything. Now, some of these I just made, you know, obviously for display purposes and that, because I didn't want some empty. I wanted it all to look very, you know, very, again, you know, very pretty. I wanted it to look good, basically. So that's my idea of the sort of mansion armory here. As you can see, large windows there as well, because I found, you know, if the windows were any smaller, you really wouldn't get a lot of light in here, and it would be extremely dark. So walking through here, here's one of the workshops. So as you can see, I have my boxes on the side there for all of the materials, decorations and such, you know, storage. Down here we have Athalan the Huntress. There's her room up here, so while she's doing her weaving, using her looms, she has plenty of light from the front there. And she's close enough to the front door that when she really wants to get outside, you know, enjoy the fresh open air, she can do. Cade's keeping her company in here. He doesn't have an awful lot of crafting benches, thankfully. Let's face it, only the two at present, so he fits in quite nicely there. And workbench behind the door. A little bit cramped there, but you know, I'm sure we can be forgiven for that. Okay, let's head through. Okay, across the hall. Feels like an adventure in and of itself. I do feel like this place is a little big at times. I'm generally more of a sort of, you know, cozy cottage type person, I suppose. You know, slightly smaller builds, but I've got to say, I love the way this turned out. Okay, so walking through here. Here we have the dining area. So it's quite a bit away from the kitchen, but yeah, in here, you know, you have your dining table through here. So all the decorations above. Again, you know, because it's so large, walls and everything, I wanted things up on the walls. I don't want it to look bare and empty. And here we have the dining area where everybody sits down, has dinner, breakfast, lunch. You know, a place for the little community to gather. Hello Valerie. We have Valerie in here practicing her songs. So she's got her music book on the floor. Yes, I've been using my imagination again. In my mind, she has her music book there. She's practicing in the hall, ready to play to an open audience. And then through here, once they've eaten breakfast, lunch, dinner, meals, whatever, you want somewhere to sit and relax. So through here, have a nice sort of lounge area, if you like. So in here, they have a fire if it's, you know, on the cold side. A few decorations, books there. So they can just sit in here. A few trophies around. Oh, I kind of made a as close as I could really get to a sofa. So I've used plenty of the. I think that's the carved. I think that's the carved wooden end table, I believe. So either the end table or side table. Can't remember which. And I've basically placed them all the way around here at the back. Place a nice back piece on the side, which means that I could put the plant pots all the way around the back. It gives it a bit more. I don't know, it gives it a bit more decoration, a bit more than just here's a few chairs plonked in a room. I try to use my imagination for that. No, I'm not finished playing around with that, but I might have to use chairs next. See what I can do with chairs. But yeah, I quite like the way that's turned out. I like the way it's all turned out. I don't know why I keep saying that. I like the way it's all turned out. I think it's rather nice. But I'm not finished playing with putting furniture pieces together and seeing what I can come up with. Well, at least until the new update and Keen brings out some new furniture and we get to see, you know, what amazing stuff they've given us this time. Because I must say, I'm never disappointed with what they bring out. Okay, now walking through here, we'll do this bit of the house, and this is the kitchen. So through here we have the kitchen. Now we won't be going outside yet. We'll do that last. But here we have as usual, a very busy kitchen. Lots of pots and pans and paraphernalia. Plenty of storage. Hello, Emily. She's there. There's plenty of sideboards here. All of her recipes and such over here. And her scrolls. There. Her prep table in the centre here. And then over here, the oven. Again, you know, a mixture of old wood and new wood here. You can see, I think that's the refined wood I used for the sideboards. So right back to the beginning when I decided this was going to be the kitchen. So that wood got used as the sideboards. Obviously, you know, I maybe should have upgraded it over time, but didn't happen. And then you've got carved wooden shelves over the top. Replacement. There we go. Little storage cupboard under here. I didn't want to waste space and just block this off. I wanted it for something. So I've used this for a storage cupboard where she keeps all of her supplies and herbs and spices and such. You know, food, dried goods. So that's the kitchen. Now outside is the garden, but we're not going to go there just yet. We'll do the upstairs first. So let's go back out, close the door because I always do that. Okay, let's head upstairs. Now the flight of stairs you can see on the right and left here, yes, they go to the same place. So, and basically you can see I've put some decoration on the stairs as well. You can see down there, the number of trophies up on the walls, weapons, chandeliers from the ceiling there. I try to keep it as decorated as possible. I don't like having you know, sort of open areas without some decoration. It feels empty otherwise. So up here we have a library area. Obviously all the old books and tomes that we can save from Embervale, all placed within the library, all stocked up. Again, suits of armour, you know, help decorate there. Various shelves, trophies. You know, and this again is the place. It's between the living quarters really where people sleep. So again, this gives them a nice quiet area to work. There's the creepy creature, High Olden. Just reading through the tomes there. Okay, so let's go over here first. You can see plenty of bookshelves, a few statues. Let's walk through. So at the end here, Here we have, this is Cade, Balthazar and Oswald's room. So you can see they've all got their suits of armour. This is Balthazar's bed. You can see he has his books all over the place, around, staff above the bed, and his adventuring suit there. Over here we have Cade's. I think this is Cade's bed. You can see, fairly simple. He has his adventuring suit there, weapon above. Hard to tell with Cade because he's a carpenter. And then down here we have Oswald again with his suit of armour, weapon up on the wall. Try to use the banners for curtains. They haven't put curtains into this game yet, so I've placed banners over there as sort of makeshift curtains. Blocks out the light a little bit, but I don't know. I just feel that the windows just look sparse and empty without something there, even when I put the plant pots in. So here's their bathroom. So you can see there's the bath here, immediately on the right as you walk in. There's a few decorations around. You can see there's a sink, shower, toilet. Yeah, nice little window to let in some light. Again, banners placed as curtains. That's it, try not to shut myself in the door, which I do quite regularly when I'm doing this. Okay, let's go straight across. So, over here, yes, as always, I've separated Balthazar. You know, if he's going to be doing his alchemical and potion concoctions, you know, let's make sure everybody's safe from explosions and dust and anything else. Hi, Balthazar. So, as we walk in, you can see you've got the all of his desks around here. All of his tomes, his alchemical laboratory, chemistry station, grinder, and mortar over in the corner. So you can see he has his collection of wands and staves up around the room. Again, banners for curtains. Obligatory head up on the wall there. I like to use those for decoration. You can see the torches are quite old, so they're not all of the sort of brass nor bronze torches around the place. Again, it was about updating as the character leveled up, and it's, you know, you get the resources in it, but for a place this size, you need a lot of resources to update. So here we are. This is the ladies' sleeping quarters. There's Lowlands with her bow and her adventuring suit. It's what I imagine they probably would have worn, what they came with when you dragged them out of the vaults. The vaults? What is this? Fallout? Flame sanctums. Okay, and writing desk there. Just a small desk basically for keeping journals. Emily Frey's bed just here. I just put almost like the scythe looking weapon above her bed. And then over here you have Valerie with her adventuring gear, her knives, a couple of banners adorning the bed. Ah, hold on, 1 second, forgetting. Yes, they do have a bathroom. I wouldn't have missed them out. They do have a bathroom through here. Windows, shower, toilet, bath. So yes, they do have one, you know, actually onto the room. You can see they have a number of things up on the window ledge there. There's fragrances, oils. Okay, let's head through. Again, various decorations about the place. And then, of course, we have the PC's bedroom. PC, that's my character's bedroom. So, you know, as we walk in, there we go. So at this end of the room, we have some my spare suits of armour and such over on the left. I have a box in the corner next to the fireplace where I put, you know, a few personal items and such. bedside tables. Again, reasonably decorated. Writing desk as always, because I like to think, you know, the character sits down, keeps a journal of the Flameborn's travels and adventures. Then as we go down here, just like everybody else, there's a bathroom. So, you know, it's almost like, you know, you've seen one bathroom, you've seen them all. But there's sink, you know, toilet, all the usual things you'd expect in a bathroom. So we won't dwell on that one. Okay, let's head out. Now out here, I wanted a nice little balcony that my character could sit on and view. As always, I like to have nice high railings so I don't go throwing myself off. And yeah, I have a glider, so it's not like it's going to kill me or anything. I mean, this fall wouldn't kill my character, but even so, one, it's inconvenient. Two, you look stupid. I mean, you go throwing yourself off your own balcony and that. I mean, yeah, you know, it's really not a clever thing to do. So there's a nice little balcony at the front here, you know, that way I can see the lay of the land, I can see the view, and I think you could sit out here and, you know, just take it easy really. Again, a nice little private area away from everything, somewhere you can just sit and relax. There we go. I forgot to make Alden a room. That's because he came. I think I left this place by the time Hollowed Halls came out. So he actually didn't get a bedroom, so he doesn't have a bedroom, but I don't imagine him sleeping anyway. I mean, yes, in every other build I've given him a bedroom, but in this build specifically, he didn't get a bedroom, because A, he wasn't around then, and B, I can't imagine him having a bedroom anyway. I don't know why, I just get the feeling that guy just doesn't sleep. Hell, I'd be surprised if he eating drinks. I don't know, maybe I'm casting aspersions here. Right, so let's close that. Let's head through the kitchen and out into the garden area. Yep, right out, right into darkness. So, first of all, we'll travel around this way. Now you can see up against the sort of, you know, kitchen entry here, I have a few decorations. So we have the flower pots up against the window there. You know, head over the door, some boxes and barrels on the outside, and over here, there I have a nice little, let's have some light on the subject. So over here you can see I've put in, you know, the our equivalent of water, so it's the blue luminescent blocks. I always like the glow that gives off during the night. Under here I put in a bench. I actually used the foliage from the Blackmire update. I tried to make this lovely little archway here, so you know you could come out here into the garden and just you know, sit down under here. Again, nice little quiet area away from everything else. A little bit of peace and quiet. Let's move around. Little garden bed over here. So I've got all my mushrooms, sugar cane, a little bit of chamomile at the back there. See, I have the hedge all the way around. Again, it makes it enclosed, gives you a little bit of privacy, I think, but doesn't ruin the view. You know, you've still got that fantastic view. You can see as I angle the camera over. You've got the glow of the Shroud over there. I think that's the Kindle wastes over there. You can see the kind of red glow of the mountains there. And as we walk along here, now we have the path up the side here. And I wanted to make this a very sort of open but very private place. After all, you don't just want anybody, well, yeah, that wasn't helpful. You don't just want anybody walking into your house or your gardens. Really? You know, obviously if they're invited, that's wonderful. If they're not, not really. I mean, as far as I go with guests, I'm quite happy to invite people over to have a look, you know. But if I haven't invited them, I'm only upset that there isn't machine guns out here to dissuade them. Okay, so let's head down the steps. So as you can see, we have a sideway out here, which brings you down. and also allows me to go further down and into the Shroud. Again, really nice view. That would allow me to go down into the Shroud and gather any materials I need. That leads onto the front garden, all the way up to the front of the house. Okay, let's close the gates. I like using those crypt gates. Now from this side it looks, yeah, it's a shame they don't fit exactly into the wooden, oh, we've got the crypt gate there. That's the wooden archway. It's a shame they don't fit in exactly. I would have liked to have tried to push that gate in just a little bit more into the wood. And I've used the large round windows here as fencing, because I like the fact you've got iron railings, you've got bronze railings and copper railings, and they're all really nice. But I was trying to find just something a bit different. And ever since the update, I really like the windows. I don't know, maybe I should have tried sinking them in so they were half height or something. But then I've used that's just the crypt railings here around the water feature, partially so I don't fall in again. I have a habit of just, walking off the edge of stuff. You can see moorings breaking there. So on the left you can see this is the greenhouse. Now, as you can see, they don't have glass in this game, so it's very. I would have liked to have put some sort of glass over the top, but until they bring glass out or something like it, it is how it is. So yeah, I've put enough open space along the top and hopefully enough cover as well. Kind of an in-between. Again, with the wooden round windows, carved windows here. There's kind of an entry point, statues. Okay, so as we head in, this is where I make all the seedlings, all the plants. If you played Enshrouded, I'm sure you know that. So, a bit of decoration around to make this place, a bit more lively. So as you can see, there's all my seed beds with my plants. Magic box pushed into the wall there. All my gardening and planting features. Barrels for storage. Again, plenty of bits and pieces around. I do like this, I think this is the fired brick I've used in here for the floor. And and wooden windows. Again, there's nothing really of lattice in the game at the moment that you can use for lattice. And I mean, they still look like windows, but when you place them like this, it at least makes them look a little bit like lattice. So again, I was happy to use them. And again, we've got plenty of windows around here. Again, it gives all the plants and seedlings plenty of shelter, while at the same time making it look very open. This is the house from the back, now that we're in daylight. So, as you can see, quite a large place. I want to give it more shape and definition. It would have been nice if they had some triangle pieces, really. Could really do with some, just triangle pieces, so you can almost do like a hexagon end piece. Looks kind of square, but yeah, I'm not unhappy with it at all. I quite like it. As always, they bring out some awesome stuff for this game, and it's always, never happy with what you got. You're always looking at it thinking, oh wow, I wish we had this, I wish we had that. It's terrible, really. So here we go. Let's go around here. You can see the beehives off to the left. And down this side, equally so, it stops just here. So you can see a bit of decoration, and this gate goes out. Now, if you were to go out of this gate and follow the path up, that would actually take you to the Wistful Fields plantation. So that's at the very top with all the Volca up there, areas that you can scrounge for scrap metal and such. And then over here. There's a well, so I could get the water for all the seedlings and plants. And again, a nice little fenced off area. Now, the last thing you want, I've got my workshop, you know, inside the mansion, and admittedly, all the smelters and everything started off in there, but you know, you can't have all your smelters and that amount of heat inside there. I imagine poor old Oswald and the rest of them are like, you know, absolutely sweating. So when I eventually built this area, I built this outside, so it gives him somewhere to work. Show off. Gives him somewhere to work, you know, and you know he's got shelter and he can keep, you know, reasonably cool at the same time. I've put a few decorations around. So smelters there. So there we go, and as always I put the, you know, the fence up, and I put a hedge here so you can still see the views. Oh, didn't like that, did you? It's almost like she's tap dancing on the fence. It's not a bad view. Alright, get off there. It's not a bad view. Like I said, putting in the fence and the hedge, you know, it doesn't block the view too much. It still feels open whilst being enclosed. Large wooden gate there. So that's it. That was my free build. My idea of a character base. It's a little bit on the larger side than I would perhaps normally go to. But thankfully this place was good enough and big enough to build in. And again, I think this is a 3x3 on the altar. So it's at its max, gives me the max space. I didn't lose too much. As you can see, there is a flint, potential flint mine just there. Obviously I haven't minded because anything I take from there will remain. It won't regrow because of the flame altar. So as tempting as it was at times. So, yep, that is pretty much this build. Like I say, this is my character's base from beginning to end. So, like I said, you've probably seen some old materials, some new materials, but this is the combination of character growth, basically, as she's gone through right up till, you know, right way into the Kindle Waste before I moved out and swapped bases. Let's just have a look. Yeah, it's a level 3 altar. So, yeah, that's it. Let's finish and stand outside. So, if you are watching, you know, I hope you like what you've seen, and I hope, you know, if you can take some ideas from this and incorporate into your own building, then, you know, that's good. And yeah, if you have watched, then thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day wherever you are. Take care. Bye for now.